Hello everyone, this is my 2021 Royal Enfield Continental GT 650. During the short time I've had the bike, I've actually done quite a few modifications to it. One of the first things I did was install the MGO universal muffler that you see here. It basically uses a universal mount that everything actually hooks up fairly easily. On the left hand side I did have to drill an additional hole to get everything lined up, but basically no big deal. On the right hand side it pretty much bolted right on without any modification. The exhausts are universal fit, so they do use reducers, which I found to be a real pain in the butt to put on, but I eventually did get it on right. On the back swing arm, I ordered these out of Australia, just basically billet parts that replace the black factory standard one. On the rear tail light area, I installed the Moto Gadget pin blaze turn indicators. I used part of the factory extension, but eliminates the big bulky indicators that stick out. These actually do clear the stock tail lamp, so I just kept that the same. Extremely bright. While we're over here, I installed the dual seat rear cowl in the Ventura blue. They come with little washers here that show the Royal Enfield since 1901 tag. The seat was replaced with the touring seat, a little bit firmer padding. Haven't really had a chance to really try it out on a long ride, but hopefully it'll be a little bit better. My side bags came from raw rugged leather out of India. It's kind of hard to tell here in the picture, but they did do custom blue stitching, which pretty much basically matches the color of the bike. They're held onto the side covers with Velcro straps. And also, while I was at it, I purchased their leather side tanks in the Union Jack, again with the blue custom lettering. Spent some time on the engine casings. I started out with 1000 grit sandpaper, went to a 2000 grit, ended up doing a 3000 grit, and then I hand polished it with McGuire's all metal motorcycle polish. And you can also see that I painted the emblems blue. It somewhat matches the bike. Actually, the paint I used was from KBS Coatings, which is a high temp engine paint. This color was actually used on they call it Pontiac blue, so it's actually the original equipment blue that Pontiac used on a lot of their engines back in the 60s. One of the first things I did was install the center stand on the GT 650. When I purchased the bike, the dealer told me there was no way that it would fit or clear. Well, as usual, they were wrong. Basically, all I had to do was loosen up this bolt right here, and also I loosened the rear brackets and was able to put enough pressure in an upward position where I was able to get the pin to slide through without any clearance problems. Little detail here was the billet Royal Enfield cap. When I did my valve adjustment, I figured, well, I've got the valve covers off, I might as well polish those also, which I did. Moving up to the top of the bike, these are custom leather grips that were hand stitched on. I had a local shop do that. And on the back side here, I don't know if you can see this or not, the light's not very good, but there is actually blue stitching in there. The mirrors are from CRG, and no need to remove the bar ends, and they basically just bolt right onto the to the handlebar with a clamp. I replaced the ugly brake and clutch levers with a billet unit. They're short, and they also have the adjustment on it. And I also went with preload adjusters from Hitchcock motorcycles. Very easy to replace. And when I removed the mirrors, I got these little caps off of eBay, and on the right side they actually screw in the opposite direction of what a normal screw would, so you want to make sure you get a left and a right side screw. Up front, here's where I did my front indicators. Again, these are the Moto Gadget pin blazes. And I installed a little fly screen from Dart. This is the classic version in the tinted. And while I was painting the other side, I also painted the emblem here on the case. Again, the case was polished out, sprocket cover polished. Left side bag. Also during the install, or the 300-mile service, I installed the booster plug along with a DNA high capacity air filter. Probably next up, as far as mods go, I'm strongly considering a new triple clamp from Riga Billet Parts out of Latvia, which is basically a billet piece that's polished. It should give a little bling to the triple tree. You can see here I've replaced the plastic chain guard with a stainless steel piece from Enfield Precision, which I also got from Hitchcock motorcycles. And you'll see at the front of the engine case overhead, I did eliminate the air injection system, which is, more than anything, not so much for appearance, but it did take a little bit of the crackling and pop on overrun with the aftermarket exhaust. So that's about it. I hope you like everything I've done, and I'll update everybody as more things are added or changed. Thanks a lot.